Rachel Madore. Carolina Mesquita.
That was beautiful. All right. I'm probably going to try to read a lot of this because if I look at you, I might get emotional. So, graduates, as I stand up here in front of you today, my mind is flooded with last-minute advice that I want to share with you. Over the course of the school year, I've gotten to know each and every one of you through our time in college counseling class each day, conversations in the senior lounge, aka my office, shared experiences on the senior trip, and numerous other interactions. I've grown to love all of you, almost as if you were my own sons and daughters, although I'm not quite that old for that to be true. While I have the desire to share every bit of wisdom I can think of in preparing you for college and life on your own, I also know that merely rattling off 100 different life lessons is not necessarily the best way to serve you right now. So I will limit myself to just a few final thoughts that I've chosen to focus on today. The first one, you probably guessed it, is legacy. I'm sure you all remember the theme that I stressed from the very first day of your senior year back in August. My challenge to you then was not, will you leave a legacy at Basis Peoria, but rather, what will your legacy be? We talked about what goes into a legacy, from the recognized achievements and occasional failures in your academics and extracurricular activities, all the way to your daily interactions with fellow students in the hallways, and everything in between. A legacy isn't just about the major milestones in life, it's about the minor moments in between as well. It's about how you live your life every day. So now that you're completely done with high school forever, And now that you're done with my daily reminders about your legacy at Basis Peoria, what is next? Well, the beauty of a legacy, of course, is that you keep building it throughout the rest of your life. For some of you, this might mean doing a whole lot more of what you've already been doing. Volunteering, working hard on your academics, committing to a life of integrity and honesty, advocating for fair treatment of others, or simply just being kind to those who have done nothing to deserve your kindness. For some of you, this might be a chance to commit to making some positive changes in these or other areas of your life. Just a few, maybe. I know that in my decades of life so far, I've been reminded often, that's right, I'm still not going to tell you my age. So, I've been reminded often that I will never fully arrive at living a perfect legacy. None of us will, because none of us is perfect. But on the bright side, each new day is another opportunity to contribute something positive to your legacy, even if it doesn't ever reach perfection. Remember, the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. The next thing that I want to focus on is love. While there are plenty of things that you can and should aspire to in life, I urge all of you to include among your list the goal of living a life of love. Dr. Tepper's message his message to you, his charge to you, actually is very consistent with this, so I appreciate that. I'll let him do the research side of it. Certainly it's good to love your family and your close friends. Many of you will also find love of the romantic type as you go off to college or a career after your schooling. But beyond these commonly considered occasions for love, I encourage you to live each day according to some basic principles of love. Love is patient and kind. It's not jealous and prideful. It doesn't dishonor others. It doesn't seek self. It doesn't get angry easily. And it doesn't keep record of wrongs. Love does not pursue deceit or evil or selfishness, but rather celebrates the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. When I think about what I want most for all of you, it's so you would be able to live fulfilling and happy lives by living for what matters most in life. I want you to know with confidence that you are all valuable simply because of who you are. To know that you are loved and that you are free to live a life of love, even to those who totally deserve otherwise from you. To know that all of your gifts and talents and abilities, and there are so many, all of those are there not to create a burden to change the world, but they're there to give you freedom to change the world for the better in countless ways. So no matter which colleges you attend, or which careers you choose, or how much money you make, or how popular you become, I sincerely hope that you all remember that love never fails. I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity to show love to all of you this year, though I'm certainly not perfect at it. And to see the incredible value that lies within each individual graduate in this room today. I'm proud of each one of you individually. And I hope you all know that my commitment to serving you does not stop with your graduation from high school. You now have me as a friend for the rest of your life, if you ever need or want to call on me for anything. And now we've reached the point, after a bunch of emotional things, in which we can start the celebration. Graduates, please stand. To all who are gathered here, family, friends, and others, I now officially present to you the Basis Peoria graduating class of 2015.
these flowers to you. We know that Mr. Throne is leaving this year, and we leave here with heavy hearts, leaving each other, but having him go is doubly saddening. And it somehow seems fitting, though, because he's been so inextricably fundamental to this year, to us, with just how his sunny disposition has really shown through this entire year and brightened our entire year, which has been riddled with self-doubt and anxiety, and he just genuinely cares about us, and you can see that. So we're just eternally grateful.
Speaking on behalf of Anant and the class of 2015, see you guys on the other side.
I'm a little too short. Mr. Throne and the entire class, I can say this from the bottom of my heart, I love you more than I can bear.
There's really nothing I can say that hasn't been said before, but I mean, these have been some of the best 4 years of my life, and I'd like to thank all of you, including the teachers and the students here, for making it that way for me.